god, it's so hot. It's really hot. So sad that I can't go outside. But welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Alejandra, and if you guys would like to join my journey, make sure you guys subscribe. I am drinking a michelada, so if you guys want to pause this video and go make yourselves a michelada, grab your favorite snacks so you guys can drink and eat with me. We will call these story times chismeando, turning up and chismeando days. No. Turn up and chismea and turn up conmigo. Yeah, they're gonna call it that. If I come up with something else, then we'll change it. But as of now, chismea and turn up conmigo. Today I will be telling you guys about the time that I caught this person I was dating cheating, I guess you can say, lying. I don't know what it is. I think it was cheating. I don't know. You guys can tell me down in the comments below what you think it is. I was a freshman in high school and I was dating this person for about a month, 2 months. It wasn't that long. But let me tell you, when all of this this problem happened, I was super heartbroken and I thought it was the end of the world. But clearly it wasn't, because look at me now, living my best life. So I was dating this person in October. No, I think it was October. We broke up like in December. It wasn't even that long we were together. And then we did get back together maybe 6-7 months later. But not only did this person bring so much, not drama, but so many problems in my life. Not even problems, like, I guess you can say problems. I have a lot of stories about this person. It's ridiculous, about all the things that he did to me, and I was still there like a dumbass. But it happens. Not only that, his ex-girlfriend was crazy and she was all up in my business, all up in his DMs. He was probably cheating on me with her and I had no clue. I was a dumbass. But this girl would go around talking shit about me, how I would sleep with all these people, and this girl was just crazy. She did the most. I had gone up to her one time and she did not want to talk to me because she knew I was gonna beat her ass. But anyway, so this person would walk me to my classes every day, my periods 1 through 6. Like, he would walk me to my class, and then one day in the morning he had texted me telling me that he wasn't gonna go to school because he was gonna go to work with his dad. So I was like, okay, like, that's weird, but this has never happened, but all right, you know, I was not trying to be crazy or try to say things, or, you know, I was just trying to be a normal human being. All right, cool. So him saying that he was gonna go to work with his dad, I had a really weird gut feeling. Like, my gut was telling me that he was lying, but I didn't want to be crazy. So I just said okay. And then that day I actually went to school with this girl who I used to be friends with at that time. This girl and I were best friends. She was my neighbor and we walked to school together that day. So then she walked me to my first period, but I was telling her how I felt really weird that he told me he was going to like go to work with his dad or whatever, right? So during high school, so I had 2 best friends at the time. My best friend that I met in kinder, who's my current best friend now, and then this other girl that I met when I was in 7th grade, and she became one of my best friends. But then we stopped talking after high school. So we will name her, I don't know what to name her. We will name her Pink. Kate. Okay, so Kate was my neighbor, so Kate and I walked to school that day. And I was telling her how I had a really weird gut feeling, and like I felt it in my gut that I was lying. But then she was telling me how maybe he wasn't lying, that he was gonna go to work with his dad, and I was like, okay, maybe he's not lying. So we let it be. We walked to school and she walked me to my first period. The bell, I think there was like 10 minutes until the bell rang. So we were standing outside of my classroom and I was facing my classroom and she was facing the other way. So where I had my classroom, it was a hallway. It was like a tiny building that just had 2 classrooms in there, and then off to the left side was the band room and the choir room. Those were the only classrooms that were outside on that side of the school, because in the middle was the quad where they have all these benches and vending machines and everyone would hang out there during lunch. And by those classrooms there was another entrance, which is on the front of the high school as well. She was facing the entrance of the high school, or of the school, and then I was facing my classroom, the hallway. And she kind of made a face like saying like, oh crap, you know. So then I asked her like, what happened? And then she said, don't turn around. So then I was like, okay. And then she waited a few minutes, and then she said, okay, so I don't know what to name him. We'll name him Spade. So she was like, oh shit, Spade is over there with, oh, what do we name her? With Pink. Pink is his ex-girlfriend. And I was a little bit confused because he did say he was going to go to work with his dad, and I was like, what are you talking about? And then she said, okay, when I tell you to turn around and look. So I turned around and I seen them standing right there. I didn't say anything, and I honestly wanted to go up to him and tell him like, what happened? Like, I thought you were going to go to work with your dad. So it turns out being that he went to the high school to show up so that I can see him with Pink, and then they ditched school together because he wasn't on campus after that. So then I was a little bit confused, and then he didn't text me all day, and then he texted me until maybe 4th or 5th period. So when he texted me, I replied saying like, oh, well, I thought you were going to go to work with your dad. Why did I see you standing by the hallway with Pink? And then he said, what are you talking about? Turned the whole story on me and said that I was crazy, that I was a crazy psycho girlfriend and all this crazy stuff. When people say that boys make you crazy, boys really do make you crazy. So are you really about to deny this? Like, I saw you and Kate saw you, and excuse me. So I was just like, okay, I was a little bit confused, whatever. So then after school came around and I went home with my best friend, my actual best friend, who's my best friend now. And so my best friend and I came home, and then I live near a park, so we went to go hang out at that park. Spade had texted me telling me that I was, so he didn't text me after that whole conversation we had about me telling him that I had seen him. And then he had texted me a few hours later, which was already after school, maybe like 4 p.m, 5 p.m, and he just sent me a text saying it's. So then I was like, okay, what does this mean? So I sent it to Kate, and she knew what was going on, and she didn't tell me what was going on because she didn't want to hurt my feelings. But I feel like if it would have came from someone I trusted, like my best friend, I wouldn't have been as hurt because I would have already seen it coming. So then I was like, it's what are you talking about? He didn't reply for about an hour and a half, maybe 2, and maybe an hour, 2, 3 hours, I don't know. But he didn't reply for a while. Then when he did reply, he said like, it's over. So he broke up with me, right? Because he was saying that I was being crazy. But he only broke up with me because 2 days later he ended up getting back together with Pink. Let me tell you, this girl, we were both dumb, to be honest, because I don't know why I went back to him in the first place, but I went back. So he got back with her 2 days later, and then a few days later, actually, Kate had told me like, oh, I knew he was gonna break up with you, but I didn't know how to tell you. And at the time I didn't say anything, but later on, like years later, I was like, damn bro, like you were supposed to be my best friend and you knew what was going on and you couldn't tell me. Like, you could have gave me a heads up, so I could have broken up with him and I wouldn't have been as hurt, or like he could have broken up with me and I would have already seen it coming and I wouldn't have been hurt. But you know, people are fake and you end up finding that out later, so whatever. Let me tell you, this is the first time I think my heart was like ever broken, and I was going through it. Like, it was horrible. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I let that happen to myself, but you know, you live and you learn. I learned through all those mistakes, and getting back with him and going through everything that I did go through, like, it just made me a better person, and it just gave me stories to tell. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, how I caught him and he tried to lie to me in my face. He's talking about how I didn't see him, that he wasn't there, that he was really with his dad, but he was there. He actually did that a few times, and I was like, dude, I'm not blind. Like, I saw you, I know what you look like, it was you. Like, you do not have a twin, but whatever. Guys just lie it all out until they can't lie no more. But if you guys want to hear any more story times on Mr. Spade and how he did me dirty multiple times, y'all can comment down below and let me know. If y'all want to know about Mrs. Kate and how we're not, and why we're not friends anymore, you guys can comment down below and I'll for sure do a story time. But yeah, mini story time. It's probably pointless. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, wow, I was like so heartbroken. This person's not even that good looking or that all that great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe so you guys can hear more of my story times. If you guys have any video ideas, you guys can go ahead and message me on my Instagram, message me on my Twitter, or comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.